Alright, everyone, Jake here again. Today we're doing chapter 215 of My Hero Academia. I have not been spoiled on this chapter, but I know either something crazy happens or just something big in general happens because basically, like, on the Church of MHA Discord, people were, like, basically like, yo, get off social media, it's everywhere. I have a friend that got spoiled that doesn't even usually get spoiled on My Hero stuff. And I know that, like, on the subreddit, that the comments were, like, usually, like the past few chapters comments, by the time the scans drop, are about, like, 700 comments-ish. And now they're at, like, 1,200, so I'm like, okay, something definitely happened. People are talking about this chapter. I don't know what it is, but we're gonna find out. So anyways, let's just jump right in. I know that. So Overall says I know that kid. So this is before, and people were talking about that It looks like he was wearing different clothes than the prison, so she helped change him. Huh? And she's already using her cover-ups. 315. He's the one who ruined my plan. Another victim of the hero syndrome. Overall appears hero syndrome. I guess this is destiny. Although I don't think that matters. You'll be able to scout and confirm the target that I'm bringing you along. Okay, so she brought him specifically because we knew that she was already bringing him along, but now she was like, okay, well, yeah, now I'm definitely using you, so you confirm that's the kid. I have one condition. He's kind of small. I'm not taking over any old grudges. That's not it. I don't care about any of that. I've lost everything. He's all I have left. Let me see the boss. Boss, I'm so sorry. Did she change what her gun is? Oh, and then also, I'm not sure if I mentioned this last week. I don't remember. I gotta look back, but a lot of people talking about. It looks like what she's trying to do is what she was trying to do at the end of last chapter was she was aiming at Overhaul to shoot to try to distract Deku, like try to make him think of what to do. But what the fuck is this gun? That's definitely not the same gun she had. This is like a fucking cannon, dude. Holy shit. I've kept up my part of the deal. Hurry up and let me see the boss. Oh, and Deku's looking at it looks like Black Whip detaches, like he doesn't know what he's thinking. Yep, and she's aiming right at him. And then what's Deku gonna do? There's a risk that my rifle will jam, but I have to increase my bullet's velocity. Hero education is the one thing I hate the most. Oh, just like the thing with Dobby and Hawks, right? About like how Hawks had to jump in and save twice, even though he was messing with twice, because the first thing on the hero's mind is to save someone. That's definitely what she's going for. No matter what kind of person he is, anybody dying on your watch will weigh on your conscience, right? Shoots a big ass shot. If you overthink, your judgment will be clouded, your movements will stiffen, and that's when I'll kill you. Ooh, and she glances. Oh, he's swinging around. I think he got hit in the arm, unless that was already where here. Because he swings around, and there's like blood coming from his arm. Okay, we're getting an explanation of Fajin, finally. Okay, quirk, Fajin. By repeating regular motions, I can store and release kinetic energy. Okay, it's exactly what we thought. So I'm assuming like, while she's shooting at me, I'm going to try to bend and stretch my legs in order to protect my body. All for one, 45% plus centrifugal force. Everybody from our generation knows about this move. I'll mimic All Might form and become faster than her bullets. Holy shit, it stops. You can see literally the droplets of rain. That's how fast it's moving. Pseudo 100%. How is this possible? Holy shit. And he pushes him out of the way. Dude, okay, that's what people were talking about. We were like, I saw people talking about this, is that he essentially could get 100% without actually having 100% by combining it with Fajin. Damn, so he has like a fake 100% because it's Fajin combined with 45% where he's able to... Holy shit. So he could... And it's the thing is, though, is that he has to... It's not like he could just instantly 100%. He still has to, like, do the movements, essentially. Like, if he wants to jump up at 100%, he can't just instantly jump. He has to do, like, what he was doing in the chapter, doing, like, the stretches. Holy shit. He caught right up to the bullet. No, instead, he had already changed direction as I was about to shoot. This kid. We aren't done yet, Chisaki. Tell him, Deku. Yep, because Deku's gonna save him. That's what Deku does. And, oh yes, he's doing something that I've always really wanted to see him do. It looks like he's about to do what I want. I'm not sure if there's like a white flash or like a speech bubble looking thing, and I don't know if it's a speech bubble that's missing. Because I am reading the scans. It looks like there should be text here, but it looks like it's missing, so I'm not sure what's up with that. But Deku's doing something that I've always in my head, as soon as Black Whip was a thing, I was like, I would love if he did this, which is basically use Black Whip like a slingshot, like go back, and so it's showing him, and he's throwing Black Whip, and he's up in the air. And actually, when you look at it, at least on the scans, it almost looks like the Black Whips look just like hands, almost like an extension. Oh, here comes the third user. Before now, he was switching between One For All, 45%, Danger Sense, Smokescreen, Black Whip, Fajin, and Float, using them all in rapid succession, and as a result, his processing couldn't keep up and his movements halted. Having realized this from his previous attack, he's now restricting himself to only One For All, Black Whip, Fajin, and it's time to fall back down. He's still got another leg's worth of Fajin. Oh, so he built up Fajin in one of his legs and he still hasn't used it. Boom! Pseudo 100% Manchester Smash. Oh! Dude, he fucked up her arm. Dude, her arm is fucked up. Your rifle arm is done for. It's over, Lady Nagant. Bro, he destroyed that arm. No hesitation. Even after he recognized it was an enemy, he rushed to his aid, and if it were the most natural thing in the world, when was it? And she's falling down. Let's make the world a better place with that right arm of yours. Dude, her arm, holy shit. That their sort of lip service started making me sick. And Deku catches her by the arm. That bullet you fired at Chisaki, the trajectory of it was off. If you really were on the same side as All For One, you would have just ripped through my back with your first shot right then and there. You've seen the dark side, so you should know exactly where to shine the brightest light. Fight alongside us. You still have the heart of a hero. He's looking at his arm, and it looks like his is that blood coming down the gauntlet, or is the gauntlet like snapped a bit? Okay, I think it's because I think it's just the blood going down. Just how heroic. Izuku Midoriya, you're a true... What the fuck? Her face is splitting? Hearts can be swayed easily. Why is All For One talking? Which is why I made sure to prepare for her potential failure. She exploded? What the fuck? She smiled. Oh my god. Holy shit. Nagant! Oh. Damn, bro. In the end, you never managed to be anything more than a tool, only ever being used to meet the other's ends. If you're going to curse anything, curse that quirk you're blessed with. Sad, pitiful Lady Nagant. Oh, Hawks comes in and he has feathers. It doesn't look like he has much. Don't die on me, senpai. Dancing in the palm of the greatest evil. Resist. Yeah, and he does have wings, but it looks like he just has like bare minimum, because even like he has the smallest wings. Holy shit, so All For One fucking exploded her. And I was gonna say, I assume she's just dead, but Hawks came in and was kind of like, don't die on me, so they might be able to save her, but I'm not sure. But she is fucked up. So I'm torn because on one hand, I want her to die, and on one hand, I don't. I really like her character, and I feel like it'd be kind of a waste if she just died like right here and now. Just because she introduced, and her backstory and everything was so interesting, and I wanted to get to know her more. But then on the other hand, it'd be weird for her not to die because she, like, it would just feel weird, like, having, like, she just literally exploded, like, from the inside and all this stuff. And it would just kind of feel a little tame if she didn't actually just full-on die. So we'll see where it goes from there. We're not 100% sure if these are all the wings the Hawks can do, but I feel like that's what it's implying, is that this is like Hawks' new limit is just like the tiniest of feathers. Because we haven't seen him use his feathers at all, and you can see like he has like nubs basically. Ooh, it's gonna be interesting to see how that comes into play. And I do, now that I'm looking, I do feel like this is something like this whole arc, the part where with Lady Nagant. I feel like this is gonna be season 7 content. All right, so my mic might sound a little weird now. I had to switch it because they're mowing the lawn outside now, so I had to switch it to the NVIDIA broadcast microphone, which means that it cuts out some of the noise canceling stuff, but also my voice might sound a little different. But anyways, so Deku has a pseudo 100% now because of Fajin. Fajin works like how a lot of us thought, which is that it builds up the kinetic energy that he stores. So, like, basically, he could kind of do like a 100% smash if he, like, before actually doing the punch, if he just kind of mimics doing the punch and then goes for the punch, it'll store up energy. He could kind of do like 100% smash. And it's funny, it's funny that, like, so Fajin could be Fajin is like probably Deku's most broken quirk in combination with One for All. Like on its own was like a really good quirk, but specifically the combination with One for All is really busted because if Deku at 45% is able to get to like a fake 100%, and that was just with some sort of, because we're not sure if there's a limit on like how much energy is stored up and how that affects him. So like hypothetically, if he gets store up enough, like let's say once he's mastered One for All and he's at 100%, he could like in theory do like 1,000% smash by doing 100% and then storing up 100% punches. And I'm not sure if that will like still break his arm because it's like that's just like a lot of things, or if because of the quirk it'll loosen it up for him. So the Fajin is kind of broken a little bit. But I do find it interesting that like some of these quirks are helping him to do things. They're almost like shortcuts for him to getting to 100%. Like they're not actually helping him get to 100% in a sense, but in the sense that he's able to do things that he wouldn't have been able to do until later in the series. Like float essentially helps him fly, which if he didn't get float, he would have been able to do 100% smashes to fly anyways. Now Fajin's allowing him to use more destructive force, like 100% smashes without actually getting to 100%. It's going to be interesting to see how that plays into it at the end of the series, because I'm really starting to wonder if like we're really in like the end game of the like, because what I mean by that is like we're in the final act and it's still not clear if that means like the arc we're in now is the final arc. Like there's no time skip, no nothing. It's just find Shiggy, defeat him, and that's it. We're still not clear on that. And so like had this not been labeled the final act, I'd be really confident there would be like a big time skip. But because of the way like they keep assuring, like there was even an author comment where they were talking about, or the Shonen Jump magazine even had a comment like a couple chapters ago where it was kind of reiterating we're in the final parts of the story, and Horikoshi in interviews has been like not saying exactly what that means. Like he's been saying we're in the final part of the story. So I'm like wondering if part of why he's getting the quirks is because he's not actually like, by the time his final fight with Shiggy All For One happens, he's not actually going to be at 100% One For All. And I know this sounds weird. Like, trust me, like, I'm not saying this is a for sure thing. It's just interesting to me that we're basically getting a lot of things that they're giving Deku kind of like right now, he's almost like on par with what he would have been had the multiple quirks not happened. You get what I'm saying? Like he could do like a pseudo 100%. He's flying and some more. It's almost like he's at like what he would have been end of series originally without the multiple quirks. And so like I'm like starting to wonder if like maybe we'll get to the final fight with Shiggy and he won't actually be at like real 100%. And oh, that's weird because they've been building up Deku getting to 100% for so long that we think that's like a thing that's for sure gonna happen. But with how fast the pacing's been, I'm like starting to wonder. Like, I really hope there's a time skip and we see Deku at like real 100% full mastery and all that. But it's just like it's like little things like the fact that you could do like a pseudo 100% now that are making me wonder if that's actually gonna happen now. But anyways, I thought this was a great chapter. I'm assuming that the thing that people were going crazy about was probably Lady Nagant blowing up. Now we'll have to. I'm gonna have to see what next chapter what it because I wanna like 100% say that she's dead, but they had Hawks come in and say don't die on me, and and like I with how everything went with Gran Torino not dying and stuff, I'm kind of feeling like she's not gonna die, especially if you take into account the fact that I feel like story wise, it's like Deku was finally like winning her over. You could see, and then also tie that into the fact that Deku or Horikoshi in an interview said that Uraraka and Hawks were gonna be like the light in this last part of the story, like they were gonna be the hope. So I feel like he's gonna try to save Lady Nagant. So I don't think she's dead. Um, so we will see. Deku definitely fucked up her arm though. Like holy shit, like her arm was fucked up. Like that had to have hurt. But anyways, guys, that was the chapter. Actually, I was gonna say see you guys next week. I might actually not be able to do a video for the next chapter or the chapter after that. Because I'm actually leaving on vacation literally next Friday and I'm coming back. I'm gonna be out of town for like in a week. Like we're coming back um that Friday, the next Friday or Saturday. So I might not actually be doing video for the next two chapters. Sorry about that, guys. There's a chance I might be able to, but we will see. It just so happens that the days those chapters drop are like the days that I'm gonna be traveling. So, anyways, guys, see you guys next week.